Hey, thank you, Michael. Like I said, I'm from Idyll Farms, and we make a farm-fed goat cheese, and we have many different varieties. And the cheese I chose to focus on tonight is going to be our Honey Lavender Chevre, our very fresh style. And we have two forms of our Honey Lavender. We have our 4-ounce, which is kind of like a disc that is sliceable. And we also have a 5-ounce, which is a spreadable version. So either one would work with our pairings that I have today. The only difference between these are that our spreadable, we age for a couple days in a cheesecloth to drain. And our 4-ounce disc, which is sliceable, we drain in a cheese mold for about 4 days. And so the spreadable has a little more acidity to it. It's going to be a little bit more tangier. The vehicles for the cheese tonight, I chose a bunch of different options. I really like honey lavender with our goat cheese because of the citrus component to a goat cheese. So I kind of went with the lemon theme as well. I found little lemon cookies to put the spreadable, or you could put the sliceable pastures on here. I found other little lemon cookie, little Italian waffle cookies, a honey chocolate, that's raw honey cacao chocolate. You can put the spreadable or the sliceable on there. Also, rosemary crackers, I think, work really well with our cheese, especially with the honey lavender, kind of keeping in the floral theme. And if you want to go gluten-free or anything, just a sliced apricot, stuffing a sliced apricot with our cheese. So those are the different cheeses. And so as far as pairing with a cocktail, I'm really going with the honey and the lavender theme. And there's a cocktail back from the Prohibition days in the Roaring 20s, and it's called the bee's knees. And the bee's knees was kind of a term for saying somebody's, oh, you're the bee's knees, like you are the best. And so they made this cocktail out of their bathtub gin. And because the gin, they wanted to cover up the smell of maybe a not so great quality bathtub gin, they added honey to it and a little bit of lemon. So it's a typical sour, what is called a sour drink. And it goes great with our cheese, obviously. Bees feed from the lavender flower. They feed from the pollen and the nectar from the lavender flower, and they make their honey. It all goes together. And we happen to have bees in our pastures. We are a pasture-based goat dairy. And so that's why we named our fresh cheeses Idyll Pastures, because we really want our customers to know that our pastures play a very important part of our cheese making process, and that we rotate our goats around the pastures. We use regenerative practices. We do keep bees in our pastures to help pollinate and improve our pastures as well. And I just feel like it's all coming back in this one little cheese here. To go on with our cocktail, like I said before, it is a gin-based cocktail. You could use vodka if you're not happy with gin. But what you do is you take some ice in a shaker and you add 1 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon, which I have pre-squeezed earlier. And then you're gonna do 1 ounce of a honey syrup. And the reason you use honey syrup is because if you try to use just a normal honey, it might clog and have a big dollop, and it won't separate the way you want it to. So what you do to make the syrup is you take a little bit of the honey, equal parts honey and hot water, and you mix it together. And then you take 1 ounce of it and pour it into the drink. And then the gin, I used a Bombay Sapphire. I used a nicer quality gin. It's not a bathtub gin. And you use a 2-ounce portion of the gin in your shaker. And then you just wanna, this is the scary part for me. I hope it doesn't go all over the place. I'm not a professional bartender. Take it up a little bit. And I did not have the Coupe style glass that it's supposed to be served in, but this was the closest I could get. I think these glasses are from the 20s from my husband's grandma. So I'll just pour it in here. And you can pretend like you're from the roaring 20s, and we actually are in the 20s. We're in 2021. I'm still waiting for it to be a roaring segment of the 20s. We're all in lockdown, but we can have our own fun at home with these cocktails, right? And if you have dried lavender flowers, you can kind of sprinkle it in or put a little sprig of lavender in. Garnish it with fresh lemon or dried lemon slices if you have it. And also, I found these at the store today. These are lavender bitters. If you want to get really fancy, you can try a little drop of this in it. If you just want to intensify a little bit. And we also have a lemon bitter, but I'm not going to put the lemon bitter. I think I have enough crushed squeezed lemon in there. And that is our cocktail for the evening. I hope that you enjoy the bee's knees, and I hope you all are the bee. I think that you all can be the bee's knees if you drink this drink. Cheers.